no, it's not a YouTube channel. You don't write code. YouTube is owned by Google. So if we don't have no platforms, we can't curate our message to its fullest potential because we don't know how to write code. We don't understand political science. We don't understand computer science. So now what we have to do is we have to understand who's Sean Parker, who's Mark Zuckerberg, who's Evan Spiegel, who's Serge Brin, who's Larry Page, right? They made Google. Evan Spiegel made Snapchat. So what we have to start doing is, this is my personal opinion, we have to acquire the technical skills necessary to advance us as a collective and as a whole. And we're light years behind in that regard. We invented mathematics. So why is it that math is our hardest subject most times in school? So my main focus is anytime we come together, anytime we have brothers grabbing the mic, saying some knowledge, it should be solutions to the problem. It should be a way. If we're talking about men and women, what's a woman's role? Wisdom, balance, right? She's the moon, I'm the sun, okay? What's a man's role? To be a leader, protector, provider, maintainer, and sustainer of his family, okay? But if corporate America, if America's trying to make the black woman the white man, right? And she's going for it, if she's being used as a pawn to destroy us both, and she doesn't understand that, then we're gonna go nowhere. So to make a long story short, I agree with everything you're saying. Now, as a collective, every time the camera's rolling, we have to stop being slaves to the hand clap. We are addicted to ovation. We are addicted to, shit, yeah, brother, you said some deep shit. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now, think about it. How long would it take us to get this building? And I'm saying that again for a reason. The poster that this building is on, make sure you get this building, right? This is open. This has been open for a minute. We need to have this. This needs to be something on the TV. All up in it.
Last week, the gates was open. Right, for the Apollo. When they had Steve Harvey here, them gates was open. Right. When they had Conan O'Brien here, them gates was open. So we know it's no health hazards because they had people right up in here doing business. So some way, somehow, it's accessible. The fact that what he was talking about politics and it's only local politics, we could have got on, what's the mayor's name? De Blasio. We could have leveraged our voting power to find out how we could get this building.
But look, check it, right? All right, real quick. To piggyback what you said, we have to understand politics. The vote means nothing if it's not backed by a dollar. If we don't have no financial interest in whatever political office we want to benefit us, we will go nowhere. Right? It's not about a vote. It's about dollars behind the vote. We get our guy, we get our girl in office and position. Also, we have to understand that America is a platform. When you go to a hotel, you don't go, well, hey, baby, we moved, we're going to paint again, we're going to change the curtains. Yo, we're good. No, you're going to stay for a little bit and get the fuck out. Okay? America is a hotel. So we have to build wealth over here and invest back in Africa, invest back in the Caribbean, invest back in where we from. So it's not about winning over here. It never was and never will be. It never was and never will be about winning over here. So we have to get that out of our mind, right? And you know, yeah.
Just a quick question. So, but now let's not be aware that their influences back, whether it's the continent, whether it's the islands, a lot of the islands, a strong case could be made that they're still kind of under neo-colonialism. Okay, the money, the economy is ruled by their former oppressor.
But check it. Now listen, if we're working in the right direction, right now we're in the infantile stages of building up Africa, right? Meaning our investment. We have to understand import-export. Buy low, sell high. Right? So many brothers, so many sisters complain. We are already rich. Everything is already in Africa. Okay? How many businesses buy their products directly? How many companies directly buy their products from Africa? We got to understand buy low, sell high. So I can go right now. I got a clothing line, right? These hats, right? So CEO would die, right? So I found out on Alibaba, which is some Chinese shit, I can go out there and get these hats for $3. You feel $3? Right? And it's probably cheaper than that if I go out there.
Yes.
Okay? So now, what we have to understand is America is a platform. America is a hotel, not a house. So it's not about us building wealth over here. It's about us using this as a filter for our wealth in Africa, other places, the Caribbean. The Chinaman doesn't think America is my home. The Chinaman thinks big business, we're going to invest back in China. The Indian man doesn't think, oh, this is home. That motherfucker, Bangladesh, Yemen, Punjabi, whatever the fuck you want to say, he's coming here to make money and bring it back to where he's from. Jews, Palestine, Israel, we're the only people that have this misconstrued concept of what America is. And we want to progress and thrive over here, and we can't, and we never will.
But the question I asked is about back
yes, so we have to start, but at the end of the day, again, first thing I said was we in the infantile stages of that. So we have to start in that direction. So if I'm starting doing business in Africa, which I am, meaning I'm taking products from Africa and reselling them over here. You buy low, you sell high. Okay? I'm one person doing that. Now, if he does that, right? If he does that, she does that, we do that, eventually we start to go in the right direction. Meaning we're claiming our wealth that's already there. Okay? They're not going to stop you from buying the shit in Africa and coming back and selling it. Okay? You're going to have a little issues through customs, but after a while, once they know that you're adamant about it, persistence overcomes resistance. Okay? But you have to be persistent, right? In the right area to overcome the necessary resistance to progress.
As we're successful import, export, because that's what that is, getting products, buy low, get high, we're going to build a wealth of individuals that are successful in that, and then we're going to buy land, we're going to, what is the next?
Okay, so the first step is, and then just in my opinion, whatever the fuck we want to do. You know what I mean? So
we have children watching, so if you get not curse, it'd be cool.
So, listen, we can't censor the message, you know what I mean? Children probably curse more than me. Now, but I would say it's about buying land. I would say it's about owning property. I would say it's about owning farms. I would say it's about creating nepotism. I would say now, if I created wealth for my family, now you're rich. No different from the Rothschilds, no different from the Bilderbergs, the Barclays, or whatever. Right? Yes. Listen, because these
people are trillionaires. So a generation or two.
So no, listen.
We're going to be as wealthy as.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you why. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because we got the internet, we got our own distribution. There was like all these companies overnight. Sarah Blake, she made Spanx. This is the youngest self-made white female billionaire. There was a company called Nasty Girl, right? This lady made $140 million. $140 million in 8 months. Okay, buying bullshit and selling dresses. You buy low, you sell high. Okay, it's about direct-to-consumer marketing. The internet is our distribution. We have a direct line of selling potential to the consumer.
That's true.
Okay, so now when we hold on, not to cut you off, sis. When we understand analytics, when we understand who wants our product, when we understand, oh man, I mean, the hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook. So okay, now, okay.
You understand that the Rothschilds are the corporation that is the United States.
But then you just say
who print the money, who are part of DC, which is not
money.
The state,
money's in a
city state. Which
okay.
You understand that, right?
But then you just say
I'm just asking you.
Mic, speaking, yeah?
I'm just asking you. What you saying? You dropping jewels. Cooperative economics is the key. I can't dispute you there. But you talking Rothschild.
Yeah, absolutely.
So tell me how you plan to.
No. He was. I think he was just. Those are terms that we identify in terms of saying a conglomerate or an empire, something that's empirical.
We got to be realistic because the Rothschilds, they run the government. The government bows down to the Rothschilds. They run the finances, which run the president answers to the Rothschilds. You understand? Okay,
So it starts with this, and no pun intended, big balls. All right. Now we have to set those goals. Me personally, that's my fire. I can't speak for nobody else. So when I study, this is my opinion, right? When I study the Rothschilds, you are men.
Right.
Time out. You are men. You're a man. So my mentality is, if you did it, I'm gonna do it, and I'm the original man. You're a man. Time out. I don't care if you Rothschilds, Bill Gates, whoever you want to say, whatever most powerful family. These are the powers we let be. Keyword let. These are the powers we let be. So we original man, we original woman, we are the originators. How can we let somebody that we created that came from us overpower us? So no, I don't buy into that concept. We will be more powerful than any one of them. Those who started, what they say, those who was last shall be first. Right? So we have to understand this. When we get import, export, buy low, sell high, and you gotta set goals. Okay? We have to set goals, and we have to acquire the technical skills necessary to make this perception a reality. We have to learn mathematics. We have to learn algorithms. We have to learn calculus. We got to learn computer programming. We got to learn graphic design. We got to learn interior design. We got to know what a Series 7 is. We have to know what a CFA, Certified Financial Analysis. We got to know what Certified Public. We have to know what political science is. We have to know what computer science is. We have to want to go to Harvard over a CUNY. We have to want to go to Yale over a GED. Okay, we have to want to read before we want to twerk. We have to stop being goddamn junkies.
Okay,
right?
And
so,
if I may, and which sounds good. Just say, you know, I teach folks fitness. You guys want to be fit, you got to work out, you got to eat right, you got to get enough sleep. Anybody can get up here and read a list of what we got to do. You got to learn, get degrees, you got to save, okay, what new, and you are the new you are today.
Yeah.
And I know, import the internet, all sounds real good.
Yeah.
We've had speakers that have sounded good.
Yeah.
You know, you're motivating. And great, I'm inspired.
Look, check it.
But what is the next step?
The first step, like I said, it starts with this. I'm gonna break it down real simple when the ambulance go by. And thank you so much for giving me the mic, because I got a lot to say, right? The first thing it starts with the mentality. That's the first step. Once you know you rich, now you got the swag. If you knew you had $130 million that you didn't claim, you know what, peace. If you know you had $132 billion that you never claimed on your taxes, you like, nigga, we made it. Right? So it starts with the mentality. We have to know that we are already rich. There's unclaimed capital, unclaimed resources, unclaimed wealth we have back in Africa waiting for us to collect and come over here and resell and monetize. It starts with the mentality. Secondly, it starts with the information. You have to be informed. You have to know what import-export means. You have to know what dual citizenship is. You have to know what it means to go to Africa, get something, bring it back, and sell it over here, and take these motherfuckers up top. I'm charging you. Listen, bro, this is what it is, man. I'm cursing, brother. This is me, brother. Listen. So when the Indian, right? So, yeah. So, and in closing, it's all about import-export, right? Right? Yeah, listen. Yeah. Okay, so finally, anytime, let's not get caught up in information. Let's not get lost in everybody just wanting to speak on a soapbox. It's time for us to progress. It's time for us to get our money, man. Period. And that's it. And that's where I stand. I mean.
Indeed. Peace, love, and light. This book that you're holding, right, called The Four, The Hidden DNA of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google, is explaining how trillion-dollar companies were formed, okay, in the shadow of 10 years. Well, Amazon was a little bit longer than Facebook and Google and everything, but if we're not playing this technical game, right, the technology, like you said, case in point, of all of which is powered by minerals coming out of the soil in Africa. Without Africa, none of this would be possible. But again, algorithms, a funnel chain, distribution, all of that has made this possible for us to be on the cusp of dealing with trillion-dollar businesses. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's a combination of all of these things: interior design, packaging, manufacturing, all of the things that we need to be versed in is conversations that are not taking place, unfortunately, on these platforms. Import and export. I had a partner of mine, young boy, right out of Harlem. He went to Togo, right? Set up shop. He's building mansions. He got a few acres for thousands of dollars. Okay? He's building a mansion for himself. He built a club on his land. They're partying. The ex-soccer player came in and invested with him, gave him like 10 racks. He was able to build a mansion and a club there. You know what I'm saying? He's doing import-export, paying $1,500 to get containers sent over. He went to he said he went to the auction and bought a car for $1,500. Sent it over there. It's a cab now. He's making 15 racks.
You can't leave, brother. Listen, and another thing too, check it. And another thing too, right? I want to say this, right? And please don't edit this out. We got to understand that how I communicate may be different from how the next person communicates. Okay? So
you gotta have tolerance.
We gotta have tolerance. Right, yo, brother. You gotta have tolerance, because at the end of the day, this is how most young people in my age bracket can't even articulate half of the shit I could. Right? So I'm being honest with you. So when you got somebody that is as fiery and as knowledgeable as I am, we gotta support that. And don't walk away apart in the wisdom because you don't like if I'm cursing or not. Because I may not like what you do, right? So we have to find a common ground and a compromise. But make a long story short, sister, to answer your question, it's about progress now. This in my opinion. No more of this trying to sound smart. No more of this trying to, let my people go. We're going to have to take what's ours, okay? Now, back to what the brother was saying about fitness. I do martial arts. I box. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I know how to use pistols. I know how to use knives, right? We have to be prepared, right? In every shape, form, or fashion. We have to be prepared.
Disciplining oneself to not be vulgar or profane.
My brother.
Communicating format is a discipline.
Marcus Garvey, listen, look, Marcus Garvey and Du Bois had the same issue. So if I represent, at the end of the day, brother, I'm a rapper, all right? And you may, so, listen, so who you gonna lead may not be who I'm gonna lead, right? And who I'm gonna lead may not be who you gonna lead.
Do it when it's
so.
If you're on the format, so respectfully. You have
brother.
Enough to not do
nah, it's how I talk. So I'm not about to censor myself at all. Listen. Yeah. I hear you. Long story short, right? Listen, this is how I talk, homie. So long story short, like I was saying, right, with the shit, right? You gotta understand, we rebellious. I got little brothers. You can't tell me like it's a better way to do that. So once you tell me how to talk, I'm gonna go get the fuck out of here. That's just how we're rebellious. This is the reality.
But look,
please.
So look.
And then we're gonna go left.
Let me just slide in just a little bit of celestial wisdom in him. So I agree with what you're saying.
I ain't gonna hear that.
All right. So you also gotta understand this. When we talk about Sankofa, which means to go back and get it, and when you came, you asked, what is it that we're going to do, right? So you have to understand that there is a duality in things. So when you jump on this man's platform, you have to understand that this is his platform. So if the brother is telling you we're doing a live stream that's a family program, you still have to submit to each other. That's the problem why we can't get ahead, because our egos are too strong. So yes, no, but we should not dilute the fire. We should not dilute the knowledge that you have. However, there is a level of discipline when this man asks you umpteen times, brother, you spitting fire. We're here, keep talking. But understand that our mothers are watching and our children are watching. So at some time, there's a time and place for everything. And that's discipline. That's discipline.
I hear you, but
you're not hearing because you was born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you got to listen more to speak less. Sometimes. You had the platform for all of the elders, all of the OGs out here stepped aside. You overstand, we all stepped aside, and you already saying, we got to do this, we got to stop talking. But I don't even think you know half of the people that you done stood on this platform with and what their works are. So the problem is us as young people sometimes, we are so fiery that we got this mindset of we're not our ancestors, we're not our grandparents, or our grandparents that we dismiss the elders, we dismiss those that we stand on the shoulders of. So when somebody who's doing it longer or who's got a little bit of more platform or exposure asks you to just tone it down a notch, we have to not be so egotistical to dismiss it. The brother asked you multiple times.
That's how you say it. And again, check it. The whole thing is, so when you say about people, right? Look, when you say about people, right? All right, look, and look, this is the reality, right? Yesterday we gave out probably on Thanksgiving, I probably gave out 1,000 turkeys, right? No cameras around, right? I speak at jail. I put work in, right? So my thing is, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Right. So we not gonna be jacking that. So at the end of the day, if we can't, now look, this is the reality. So sometimes when I'm talking, I start cursing. I'm not trying to. It's just how I talk. So now, it's all about connecting with the youth. So our platforms have to be flexible. So, and I'm talking about the kids that's in the hood right now. Certain shit we not gonna hear. You start talking like we not gonna hear it. Now, if you got somebody like me that's young, it's about having infrastructure, right? So now you may have somebody over here, because I do this. I talk to the gang members. I talk to the so-called shooters. I talk to the dudes that's on the perp, dudes that's on the lean, dudes that got Tourette syndrome, bipolar. I'm going to shelters, right? I'm going up north, right? So, they not hearing. So my thing is, to make a long story short, now I'm gonna get off the mic. We gotta learn to respect how the youth is coming, because at the end of the day, people always want to. I'm not hearing that, because you ain't putting no money in my pocket. I've been on my soul, man. I'm not even lying to you. I've been going so hard trying to help my people, help my family, help strangers. I do this every single day. Okay, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. We could be standing on this corner talking all day. I'm putting in work. I did damn near 10 years in jail. Like I've been putting it. So hold on. So if he's saying, look, it's a better way. Pull me to the side. Don't walk away from the camera. Don't say, yo, the brother talking crazy. My man, I think, like, you feel me?
No, it wasn't crazy. It was profane.
Yeah, I curse.
I had to step
Yeah.
I mean,
So you don't curse? So you don't curse?
I don't.
All right, brother.
I don't.
All right, I hear you.
It is what it is.
I hear you, brother.
look.
And this is this man's format. But and then brother, with due respect, I love your energy. Part of my stance for profession, I had a father to mold me, man. Yeah. You talk about energy and fire. I built a business. Now I haven't done jail, but my heart would match any heart out here. Yeah. So manhood is not reflected. Okay, brother, I'm not finished now. So manhood.
You don't want to hear you. Said you walked off before. Now you want to come back. Say your piece.
Okay, well, the message, that's your choice as a man. That's your choice as a man.
Because when you're dealing with the martial arts, it makes you humble, brother. So I have a company, and I have other trainers under me, martial artists. I've trained under some of the most dangerous men on this planet, and the first thing they told me was restraint. But I'm very successful at what I do. Yeah. And even if you look. If you look in nature, the dogs that's barking all the time. You can kind of walk up and pet the ones. You better not stand too close. But anyway, But brother, so your energy, I know. So that's all. I do fitness. I had your energy and do what you're doing, and I still work out two times a day. I don't work out 3 times.
Catch it. Let me show you real quick. Just for the camera.
I'm gonna do push-ups. We got a fitness demonstration.
Look, it's a concrete though, right?
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
It's concrete. So we said, we talking about chatting and talking. You know what
Let's get it. Put the mic down.
You see these, right? What's these shots? You see these, right?
Yep.
You know about those, right?
2 on the fingers.
You know about those, right?
3 on the nickels.
You know about these, right?
On the wrist. Ooh, those one are like the hardest. Yeah. Yes.
You know about these, right?
Yeah, knife hand. Yeah.
Back to knuckles, right?
Back to knuckles. Yeah.
I can do that.
What? Knocking knuckles together, clapping fists. Oh, nice. And not out of wind, not out of breath. All right, so obviously, come back over. You obviously put the yeah. Now let me give you one little piece of advice. Now.
Oh, did you see the clapping knuckles though?
Yeah, I saw.
All right.
But now, it's a little advice now.
Work, though, right?
Yes, but recovery now. As a young man, you're going to run like you're on Duracell. Later in life, that joint manipulation, you're going to have to use hot, cold, ice. Later. You probably got about 20 years to give this thought. But all right, so do you teach? Do you have a website? You got all this other stuff you want to?
Hold on. So real quick, I want to get this. Just let you know, right? Boom. No, so it's not about again. It's all about a lifestyle, right? So I meet people hand in hand, grassroots, right? So my company is called CEO or Die. CEO stands for Continuous Effort Optimized, right? So again, you're right. Some dogs that bark don't bite. I bark and I bite. Be honest with you. No. You gotta bark because black people are moved by sensationalism. Okay? So to them, the new generation views humble as weak. This is the reality. Okay? And I know, bro, you probably a monster because, all my trainers are monsters. They quiet. But for me, so for me, I'm trying to move it forward. You understand? Letting you know, I do this, I do that. And you ask for demonstration, I'm gonna give it to you. Pull-ups, push-ups, weight, running, jogging, sparring, wrestling, whatever you want. I'm gonna talk shit when I'm doing it. Okay? So now what that does is, but I watched that from Muhammad Ali. What he talked about. He said, listen,
That's right.
if I'm telling you, look at me, Shan. Boom. Hold on, Shan. Hold it real quick. Hold real quick, Shan. Hold on, Shan. Hold up, Shan. See what's going on with me, Peter, Shan. I ain't got that much in my pocket right now. Got a couple 20. Hold on, Shan. Check your T4, Shan. Check your T4, Shan. Hold on, Shan. Just hold it real quick, Shan. Right? This is what we gotta understand. It's a couple dollars. I won't shopping nobody way today, Shan. Feel me? So now, I learned this from Muhammad Ali. It's about showmanship. You gotta show me. We in the show me generation. Okay? We view humble as weak. Humble's not weak though. But if I'm about teaching, which I am, if I'm about reaching, which I am, I'm gonna show. I'm gonna shout, look at me. I did 1,000 push-ups. You want your chest like this? This how you do it. These kids are dead. They need CPR. They need a clear shock. You gotta let a person know. We in the show me era. All that, yo, because I don't wanna hear that shit. You know martial arts? Show me. Let me see a video. Show me. Do some shit right now in front of me. I'm not gonna respect you unless you lead by example. Don't tell me what to do. Show me you doing it, and I'm gonna be inspired by you. So for me, yeah.
And a question. What, 52 blocks? No.
Yeah. Come on, man, get it to him.
Give him
Show
shit.
him, man.
Show him.
For money?
Show him.
Get into your stance, man. What you do? Show him something.
Let's go.
Get to you.
A question. No. A question. Now, clear that up. You said you think the youth are dead. You got it dead? You think the youth out here now are dead?
Yeah. So, yeah.
They're in a comatose state. Okay, they're in a comatose state. They're the walking dead. You know what I'm saying? All my friends are dead. You heard it? Did you hear the music that they party to? In order to reach the younger generation, you know what I'm saying? It takes a little bit of shock and awe. And outside of shock and awe, it takes demonstration because they're looking at these videos and they're watching. And the minute we fall off, you know how many brothers I ran into over the summer that said, yo, I went back to selling crack because you and Polite was arguing.
Right.
You know how many I lost? You understand? Because they saw.
You pull up too, right?
They saw us doing.
As an older athlete.
Right. So the youth are watching and they hold us to different standards. You know what I'm saying? We've woken them up out of a comatose state. But the minute that we show signs of being sleep too, or that, you know, we're no longer quote unquote woke, then they use as an excuse to relapse and fall back into that particular comatose state. So what he's saying is that not only do you have to use certain methods to wake them up to get their attention, you have to hold their attention.
Now another question again. The reason I asked about when you said was dead, my thing, what I think about the youth right now, they're the opposite of dead. They're, matter of fact, and if I may use an example, they're a lot like you. They're filled with so much energy, they're bursting at the seams. But again, one of the first things I mentioned when I said related to discipline. Because power is a wonderful thing, but if it can't be directed, if it can't be turned down and turned up, you know, if you can't control that power,
It can only be directed. It can only be, and again, he caught what I was saying. The brother right there caught what I was saying. It can only be directed when it's by example. Like the brother over here, right? I met him a couple years back at a Cypher, right? And he raps. He's from the Bronx. He raps, right? So now, if I'm telling him what to do with his career, and my career is in the gutter, he not gonna respect. If it works, why you not using it? If it works, why are you not using it? If you telling me I'm great, if you telling me I'm God, if you're telling me I'm the original man, black woman is God, so if the black woman is God, why is she looking like Felicia? If the black man is God, why he looking like Pookie? Right? So it's all about showing and proving. And at the end of the day, you have to understand companies. You got, and it's a whole nother, I got so much in my cap, homie. You got classical conditioning, you got operational conditioning. Companies are in place to condition the minds of us. And they're giving you a direct message. All my friends are dead. These motherfuckers out here dead, man. And how we reach them, how we bring them back to life. Yeah, they're strong, but they're weak because they're not using their strength for a purpose. And the only way to get the wisdom from somebody that has it is they need to be applying that wisdom from themselves, acquiring tangible things to motivate and inspire me. And I'm gonna listen through the tangible shit I see from you, not what you telling me. Because right now, listen, right now, this is what we do. Like when I train and I want to teach somebody martial arts, I go, listen, bro, listen, let me show you this. Let me show you this right here. I'm gonna do a flip. I'm gonna do a throw, right? If I'm teaching somebody calisthenics, I'm gonna get on the bar and do 20 muscle ups. I'm gonna do 1,000 push-ups, okay? And we're not gonna downplay the wrist push-ups on the concrete, brother. These is hard knuckles. Do not get it fucked up, please.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, ask me. I'm here, man.
Okay, now that's so interesting, and again, I think that's a part of a little bit, you know, of like the difference. He said, if I'm gonna teach somebody, I'm getting on the floor, I'm gonna show nickels and all this stuff. So you're ready to lay all your knowledge out and all these different things that could be even dangerous, that could take life, that could. Now for me, before I teach anything, any one thing, I want to know what kind of spirit is in front of me.
I want to know, brother, sister, why do you want to learn these things? Before I start laying out deadly weapons and tools and training to you, because it's not about just creating a weapon to be walking out here, because we got enough weapons killing each other now. Yeah. We got enough hard rock brothers that can do knuckles and will kill another brother. Yeah. So it's where your spirit is at before you even get any knowledge. So before I start teaching and training and getting somebody all bad and all dangerous, I got to know who's in front of me. Because just because you're strong and you're dangerous and you in shape, that doesn't mean you can't be flipped to be turned against us. There was some strong men that shot Malcolm down. They ran up on that stage and they was fearless and they was bad. So the point. Okay, well let me finish the point first, brother. So as I wrap that up, and let's not get distracted on the Malcolm thing. I was just using that as an example. But as I wrap up, so it's not just the skill and the tactic and the heart; it's the spirit in it. So before and that's the standard I had to pass before I was taught. Because all big brothers, old brothers want to get brolic to do stuff to other people. You don't want to just create a monster out here that's going to hurt their own people. So your spirit needs to be right before you take on any knowledge, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, and listen, check it. Look, check it real quick. Wrap it up. Government killed Malcolm. Brothers didn't kill Malcolm. Right? They rented out the theater a week in advance and shot Malcolm. Right? Brothers didn't do that. They thought he did. So let's do your science on that. The government killed Malcolm. But so I agree with you. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get to the point of even giving a fuck if I don't know you can do it, right? So now, if we know about martial arts, we have to trust in the vibration. It's a lifestyle. It's meditation in motion, okay? So if I'm teaching you boxing, if I teach you correctly, if I show you what I have, that's going to give you the ear. Now it's up to me to teach you rightly and give you the increments. So if I'm teaching somebody boxing, where does boxing start? Boxing starts from the legs up, right? From the ground, from the legs, getting your stance, okay? Learning defense, learning jabs, learning how to slip punches, okay? So it's up to the teacher to delegate the skill how he or she sees fit, right? But you have to show. So make a long story short, what I'm saying is, we as older generation, what a lot of kids want to see is somebody living their message and benefiting from the message, okay? So what I'm saying for myself, don't tell me we're rich but you're poor. Don't tell me we're great but you're bad. Don't tell me have a six-pack and you're fat. Don't tell me don't do drugs and you're a junkie. Don't tell me, yo, get your own job, don't take the white man money and you work at Starbucks. Okay? So we have to practice.
Just saying show and prove.
It don't make sense.
Hey, here you go. Look, here we go. Devil's advocate. Get your ass out of here.
The reason why it don't make sense is because it could be a junkie nodding and say, hey, brother, don't go around that corner, they shooting, brother. Now, man, get out of here, man. And you walk around the damn corner and you get shot because you didn't listen to the message. You too busy looking at the damn messenger. No, you got to listen to the message, brother. Don't look at the individual. Don't look at the physical. You got to really take the message, not the individual. You understand? So it could be a goddamn dolphin. It could be a little baby that walk up and say, hey, mister, you know, you don't want to go over there because they doing stick-ups over there. Or they killing people around the corner. And you see the little baby, oh, all right, baby, thank you. And you go around the corner and get your damn head blown off. Right. Because you didn't listen to the message.
Right? And I learned this shit. It's my little brother. Right, look, check it. I done been to, look, my mother was a crackhead. I was in jail, I was homeless, I was fucked up, right? I'm telling my little brother, yo, don't do this, don't do that. He looking at me like this. That's the first thing he do though. No. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is the first thing he does is he see what sneakers I got on. He see what jacket I got on. So at the end of the day, you're right. But there's certain disciplines, there's certain wisdoms that will never be indulged by the student unless the teacher already possesses the benefit from those teachings. And those benefits need to be shown.
That makes sense to me.
You understand? Yeah. So like, I'm gonna give you an example. All right, a good brother I met named Rafar, right? Old man, he about like 70, right? He boxed through martial. He taught me, but he taught me from hitting the bag. So we going in the gym, I'm hitting the bag. You hit snap, pop, and he's 70. So I'm like, if you can snap and pop at 70, I need to pay attention. Yeah.
If you make a bag sound like that,
you know what I mean? At 70, I'm going to pay attention, right? So I met another brother, my man Magnetic, okay? He's about 65, okay? He taught me the benefits of eating once a day, okay? He eats once a day, right? And he's in shape, he's solid, right? So I'm looking at him like, Alright, it worked.
Right, you do your little
I do it too, right? So at the end of the day, it's human nature, okay?
right.
Just like a girl. If you saying, yo, baby, I love you, baby, I wanna, but you on the train, you got a Metro card, she ain't jacking that. But if you pull up in a Rolls Royce, shining, pocket full of money, she gonna hear what you got to say. So that's me talking, that's me not telling the young to ignore the wisdom from people that don't got it. That's me telling the old that got the wisdom to get it.
That's deep. That's deep. All right, put that number in. Okay, again. All right, let me get that in. Again, guys, this is 125th. This is the kind of wisdom that Black News 102 has. You put it in that's not yours, right? 646.
Now, right quick, I want you to give me a quick bio of you, because he don't know you either.
Come on in, Queen.
Let him know.
Queen, come on over here.
See, you're around some veterans right here. You're around.
Come on in, Queen.
Come on in, sister.
And did you press it so the number come up?
I was trying to hide. Look, I was trying to hide.
Look, real quick. Real quick, when you finish, you might end up joining her class. Go ahead, talk to him.
Talk to him next.
Peace. My name is India Asada, India X Asada. I am a national political organizer, so I organized in the wake of the Ferguson uprisings. I organized in the wake of the Baltimore uprisings, the Charleston 9 uprisings. I was a member of the Black Soldiers Collective from right here in New York, which is one of the oldest paramilitary organizations. I'm a national chief of staff of the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, which is the largest nationally armed organization. Okay, so we do survival training, we do weapons training. We have chapters in approximately 17 states right now and counting. And so we need brothers like you. But for me, I'm just a warrior, so I'm humble, so I don't have to go around. I don't even like saying, oh, this is my resume. I did this. I was just chilling with Baba Smalls last night having drinks. You know, Baba Quasi got me on speed dial. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that, because it's not necessary for me to name drop and say all my titles. So humility is important. I do think humility is important, but your fire is important too. So, brother, what I was gonna say before you put me back on camera is, I definitely want to link with you, because your fire is necessary. But at the end of the day, you was born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. So when you come into a room, you always want to survey the land. You understand? Because it was some heavy hitters around you that you could have gained a lot from, and you said you made a lot of valid points. But like the brother was saying, you didn't know he had his background in martial arts, etc. When you was talking about weapons, the first thing he was talking to me, he was like something and weapons, and I'm like, yeah, I got a whole armory at the crib. You feel me? And an army that can come to my disposal at any moment. So the thing is, you don't want to burn your bridges. You feel me? Because this brother might have some jewels that he can give you that'll make you stronger, and vice versa. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Walk in your light and don't dim your light for nobody. But be careful with what bridges that you burn too.
But we gotta add to that, right? Because that's what.
No, don't add to it. Just listen. Nah, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. What I'm telling you though.
Learn that early.
Real talk. You know, just be aware. You understand? Because a lot of people, you're right, when you're trying to reach the youth, they need that. But there's jewels that the elders would never even pass to you. They will never pass the torch and the baton if they don't feel your spirit. And they have the keys that you don't have. So when we talk about generational wealth and generational wisdom and certain things, you can't get from your peers. You're going to have to get from those who came before you. There's certain things that you have that we don't have, and there are certain things that you are not going to get without the elders. So at the end of the day, we have to remember that intergenerational unity and camaraderie is imperative. So keep your fire, but you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Time, place, conditions, strategy, logistics. You talk about warfare. Time, place, conditions, strategy, and logistics. So you know what logistics are, right? You're a smart brother, so I don't have to break it down to you. I love you though.
Yes, we all do.
I'm done. Black Power.
Read this right quick.
Hold on.
Rules of the game. Every move you make counts. Right. This chess, not checkers.
Right. And they not just talking about chess on the board.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Real
mind,
talk.
That's mind control. The black.
There you go.
Chess, not checkers.
Again, another day on 125th Street with Black News 102, Sonetta Studios. We had Immortal Technique come through, Dr. Issa. The legendary Blue and Red Pill were in effect. We had our wonderful sister out of Texas who gave us detailed instructions about the process of getting arms, learning how to train. We had the young man come, Brother Smart, just break down. He probably gonna have the largest section on this upload because he was just spitting fire, spitting wisdom. And we had an interesting exchange that I'm glad we got on film, that we were able to work through in real time. And now we got an older lion and a young lion side by side, ready to go out there and do battle. So that's what Black News 102 brings to you: information, knowledge, and opportunity for our community to get stronger and more formidable. Falling, many things are coming against us. So continue to watch. We need your subscription. Give us your uploads. We're here for you. Black News 102. And Pill, I'm going to give Pill. Okay, also, Pill, I'm going to let you do that on our Patreon too.
Yeah. Once again, family support. Black media, the media that supports you. All right. Go and support our brother at Patreon. You know, peace, love, and light. You know what I'm saying? I think that the majority of everything that was said here today is important, it's imperative. We've had some dynamic input from dynamic individuals, Immortal Technique. You know what I'm saying? He also came through and shed a whole lot of light. You dig what I'm saying? So, oh, nah. Yeah. You know, for the family, you know, that's interested in the technology build that the brother was having, familiarize yourself with the terrain out there, you know, the technological terrain of which, you know, we not participating in these trillion-dollar companies. You know what I mean? So get abreast of what's going on. Get this information. We're going to need this information. Knowledge is power. All right? Peace to the family. Peace to all of the platforms. Love and light.
All the platforms, all the folks doing this work, guys. All of y'all have a place and a role. Continue to reach out. Our news from us, by us, and it's to us. We out. Peace.
Peace.